Hello, my beautiful Scorpio babes. How are you? Happy Samhain, happy Halloween. I have my conical hat on here for you guys. So, yeah, happy birthday season. If you guys, you guys are the masters of navigating this realm. So, we're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deep today. All right. So, Spirit, what's going on for Scorpios? What are my Scorps up to? Speak truth. Woo! Is there something that you need to say? Something you need to get out? Really activate that throat chakra. I feel like there's something that you have been tolerating, but now it's bubbling to the surface. There's something that you need to communicate to really initiate change in your world, in your life. We have versatility here too. Some of you may need to smoke a little marijuana, but I'm not promoting that, but it might help. So yeah, definitely some throat chakra activation here. And I think by speaking, yeah, you guys, you've got the tea here too. Yeah, so there is definitely a need for some sort of expression, and you need to stop shoving it in, because that will create resistance in the throat, and that could also pop up as thyroid problems, autoimmune problems, really restrictive energy in the throat chakra. So there's really something that you need to say. And the last straw, yeah, something's come up that you cannot tolerate anymore. Like, it's really causing you to look at this situation directly and objectively, and to know that you don't have to take anyone's shit. If you are peeping behaviors in people, you are peeping things that are not within your value, within what it is that you want to be experiencing, whether it is in the home, career, friendships, whatever, you have the power to make the change. You have the power to make the choice. And know that by you speaking your truth, it may cause some conflict, but if you don't, you are going to stay in a place of I'm hearing self-victimization, and you are more powerful than that. We've got the third eye chakra. Yeah. So I feel like there's something coming through that you guys know what the answer to something is, but I do feel like there's some resistance to it. There's something that you don't want to do, but your guides, ancestors, spirit is like, you need to do this for balance. You really need to balance out your life, balance out your heart, because it's affecting and bleeding into other areas of your life. So what is that for you? Is it in career? Is it in the home? Are you giving too much energy to the news? Whatever it is, come back to you, come back to the heart. You guys are so intense with your feelings, and oftentimes you wear your heart on your sleeves, and it is intense, but you guys have some sort of wisdom that you're not sharing, and it's time to, whether it is sharing a truth about somebody to themselves, or you clocking the behavior and saying, I can't change anything in this situation. Now it's time for me to remove myself from the situation. It's the let them, but also let you theory. Spirit, what else is going on for Scorpio here? What else is going on? Two of Needles. Yeah, you guys are really in decision mode. You don't know what way is the right way. And this is very stalemate energy. This is just, everything is just floating around up here with no outlet. And this is why this speak truth is so important, because your feelings and your experience matters too. We have the Seven of Presents. Okay, so this can be surrounding something that you have invested in, or something that you are working towards. And presents indicate career and home. So this may be something that you are doing in your line of work that you need to say. There's something that needs to change here because it's going to continue to eat you up inside with this 8 of Needles here. And that is, in traditional tarot, the 8 of Swords is the one where she is standing up and there's a blindfold around her eyes and the swords are just sticking up around her. But she has the power to take that blindfold off and to, I like the depiction of this, sew herself back up together. So you hold the power in this situation. You are never powerless. Remember that. Spirit, what else is going on for Scorpio? What else is happening? Justice. All right. I'm also hearing by you speaking up and speaking your truth, it is going to expose an underlying level of toxicity that is also being felt by other people. So by you speaking your truth, regardless of what happens next, there will be healing from it. And we've got the 10 of Potions and we have the Strength card here. So speak up, use your voice to unveil the truth of something. Unveil the truth of something. If it's in the workplace, I bet you other people are feeling this too, but they don't have the power to say it. But if you can be the voice of truth, and I know that's a lot of pressure, but if you can be the voice of truth and you know that you are coming from good, clear intentions, then Spirit is going to give you a more balanced outcome later. Whether that is, you have to make the action to make that outcome happen, but you can't be responsible for how other people react to your truth. And it is causing you to have a lot of strength to stand up and to speak this truth. We have the 10 of Candles here. So this is the 10 of Wands. Like, you're tired of this. You're tired of whatever this has been for you. If it's a toxic boss, a toxic leadership is what I'm hearing. Like, just the devil can be also toxic masculinity, toxic traits that have been wielded and caused imbalance in situations. All right, Spirit, what else is... I'm going to get some clarification, I think, on this 2 of Needles. Spirit, why is Scorpio feeling imbalanced? Why are they making an indecision? Yeah, okay, so this could affect the home, could affect finances. You've got Strength here too. But they're encouraging you to speak up. Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're over this bullshit. Like, this has been... You have been taking an emotional and mental blow from how long you have been in this circumstance. And I think that you have been in like almost a hangman position. You haven't said anything. You are really kind of just holding your ground, but it's coming to a point where you're not going to be able to hold that anymore. Like, there's some sort of action that needs to be taken. And you may find that other people will have your back for this. I've got the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like whatever decision that you are making, it could be due to somebody having almost like some sort of like manipulative, some like narcissistic behaviors. And I think because you know how those behaviors are going to ripple out into your world, how it's going to be affected, and you know that this information may not be taken or handled in the best way, and you know that it may be twisted and flopped, you're seeing the reality of this situation and you're seeing who you are dealing with, and you are faced with the challenge to, if this does go one way of, if it is in the workplace or whatever, if you do say something to this boss or to this, you know, person, whatever, I think you're worried of how it's going to translate to other people, or you're worried about, you know, possibly losing your job or losing your status or anything like that. I'm really feeling like HR probably needs to be involved in this if it is a workplace situation. But I also think that this is a big lesson of standing your ground. Spirit, what's going on with this devil? Ooh, 7 of Swords. Yeah, total some sort of sneaky, self-serving, manipulative. Oh, damn. Oh, with the 9 of Swords. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, that whoever you are dealing with the Page of Pentacles, has a lack of emotional maturity, and they are out for themselves. And I think it's really causing you a lot of distress because it's affecting you in much deeper subconscious ways. Like you may be losing sleep over this. You may be noticing that, you know, your depression and your anxiety is up due to this person. But if we are reverting it back to ourselves, it is, what can you do in this situation? If you stayed and didn't say anything, this will continue to bubble up to the surface. If you do say something, you are expressing yourself, you are expressing your vision, and whatever happens on the other side of that, you have to have a plan A, plan B, possibly plan C. And know that it may come at a cost, but is it worth your happiness? Is it worth your mental health? Is it worth you staying up in this sleepless nights energy, worrying and causing, you know, so much strife and just being in a space of self-doubt or negativity, whatever it is it worth that? Is your happiness worth you staying silent? I think that that is the biggest question for you guys. And I hope the answer is that your happiness is more worth than safety. But you have to be strong. You've got to take the strength and know that whatever comes of this, you will be okay. You will be fine. But I think that there's a lot of anxiety that's swirling around. But know that you will be okay. All right, Spirit. What other points are here for Scorpio? I feel like a lot of intensity, truth. Jeez, yeah, you guys really, you got to say something. You've got the Justice out. You have the Speak Truth card. You have the T. Something's got to be said. And your truth is valuable. And know that you can also change not only your reality, but other people's reality. When you stick up for your moral values in the face of disillusion and toxic, yeah, you guys are definitely dealing with some sort of authority figure, some sort of person who does not hold their power or wield their power for the betterment of others. But it is time for you to say something. Even if you're scared, got prosperity begins after that. Know that if this is about career, you have cultivated the skills that you need. You can go out and you can get a different position. You can get a job elsewhere. Maybe it won't pay the same, or, you know, maybe the benefits will be different. But know that there are always options. You are never chained and you are never barred to a certain situation or circumstances, because I think that this is also siphoning your creative energy. Positive movement forward. Yeah. And the boats represent moving on to a different passage, moving to a different space, getting out of the environment. This is also could be travel. So maybe you guys need to do a little bit of traveling. The holidays are coming up, but you will be okay. I hope you know that. I feel like I need to reiterate that. Like, you will be okay. This part may be scary, but this is a really big lesson in knowing that your voice, your truth matters, and it can help other people. All right, Spirit, what else is going on here? Why do I have these cards in this deck? I got my Halloween oracle. The veil. Ooh, the future. Yeah, so there's that 8 of Swords energy. I feel like you are halted because you can't see what's going to be happening in front of you, but you have to make the decision. You have to make the change anyways. You may feel like you will regret your decision if you do say something, but I feel like you might regret it if you don't, because it's not worth your happiness and your sense of self. Don't keep quiet to keep the peace. If this is not in alignment with your values, something needs to change. Something needs to shift. All right, Spirit, what advice? Oh, wait, no, I'm going to pull some tea leaves here. Spirit, what else is going on for Scorpios? Scorpios, torch, woo! Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Yep. So this lesson is really lighting a torch into and shining a light in the shadows, the subconscious, like really sinking into, where have I held fear? Where have I been dealing with some sort of, stalemate energy? Where have I been blocking myself from blessings? That's a really big one. Thine. Seek out information that will help you. Yeah, so some of you may be needing to talk to a therapist, talk to a coach, talk to an HR manager, somebody who has an unbiased view of the situation right now, because I think this is going to be now needing more energy playing here. Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Yeah, and I think that's why you guys are not moving forward with this expression, because you know that this person won't change. So now it is affecting you. But this is about having plan A's, plan B's, and how would you feel if you stayed in this? If things didn't change, how would you feel in a month or 2 months or next year? We've got the tortoise slowly but surely getting ahead. I think you guys will make a decision. You will speak in some form or fashion. But there, you know what you're doing. You guys are really analyzing all sides of the situation. And I think you guys have to be prepared for what may happen on the other side, and that takes courage. When you are Joan of Arc, you get a lot of other attentions that may not be needed because people want to stay in their illusions, but you are not one of those people. You've got protect here. Yeah, so this is making sure that your energy is protected, that you are doing the proper clearings, and know that you are needing to set healthy boundaries to protect your energy. Because even when you go home, yeah, it's affecting your abundance. It's affecting your coin, your home, your house. It's infiltrating your empire, and that's where we draw the line. That's when something needs to change. Spirit, what other advice is here for Scorpio? Release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Yep. So if you guys need to talk to somebody, I have coaching sessions available, and if you need a reading, I also have that available. But this is really asking you to release what it is that you have been in, because it is not serving you. Got the choice. Yeah, you can either choose to stay in the situation that is causing you heartache and anxiety, or you can make a choice to wield your power and know that you may not have this job, but know that you will be okay. Or you may not have this person, but you will be okay. Either way, your happiness is not worth your suffering. So, all right, Scorpio. I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween, a wonderful Samhain. Do something fun for yourself. Try to get out of this energy. And, you know, even if it's temporary, allow yourself to get a clear head. Go watch some spooky movies if that's your jam, some Tim Burton, some, you know, horror slashers if that's your jam too. But if you need me, you know where to find me. And please like, share, subscribe if this is resonating for you. But I love you guys, and have a safe and wonderful Samhain. Blessed be. Bye.